we decided to tally together, you know, come up with everything, and basically come up with like a diagram, you would code to say, configuration
Right.
of what we want it to be and what it to look like.
Right. We wanted to cover everything.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah. Good.
we wanted to cover everything because we talk a lot about education. That's one of the pillars that we built this whole movement on. And we didn't want to wait until we got in office and all this other kind of stuff, because you hear me say all the time, I think you should do the job before the job becomes available.
Absolutely.
So what we did was we wanted to cover all the bases that we thought were meaningful to our members. For number one, we have a lot of people coming in, a lot of young people who don't even know their Teamsters, don't even know about grievances, the grievance procedure. And so we wanted to make sure that they understood what a grievance can do and what it should do. And if you properly fill it out right and follow the guidelines, you will be successful.
Yeah.
So we have that up there. We have FMLA. A lot of people, life happens to everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
And, so we wanted to make sure that you understood how to get it, how you qualify for it, and the procedures that you needed to take in order to get it. Also, the bylaws, the current bylaws from the local 623 are on there. Lets you see how the local is supposed to be ran. I'm gonna say it again. It's supposed to be.
That's how I pitched this thing.
Right.
Let me tell you something. I was at the Eastgate and the Philadelphia Air Hub after I got done with work, so it's around 2 o'clock in the morning. I stayed for about like an hour and a half, and I had these new flyers printed up, and I was campaigning, and I didn't think I was going to see a lot of people. I was really surprised that there was a lot of people that came out that way, and I got bombarded. I was like, wow.
Right.
But the whole thing is that there were groups of people at a time that stopped and listened to what I had to say, which I appreciate. I do have the little gift of gab where I could get people's attention, and I'm not talking like, nonsense. I do have some knowledge to pass on to my brothers and sisters.
Right.
So basically when I was there, and I had the website, on the paper. I told them they could scan it, go to it. Some people were hesitant, kept walking, and I grabbed their attention. They stopped, they listened. There was one guy, it was funny because how it happened. He was just like adamant, getting to his car, didn't want to talk, walking at his pace, and he got a good distance from me. But I was enunciating, I was loud. I was like, hey, listen, guys, this website right here is for the members, by the members. It's what our, members' website should look like.
Right.
And I'm going on it. I'm like, this is everything you need to know to be a local Teamster 623 member.
Right.
And I was like, for example, if you want to know how to file grievance, you have pay shortages. I was like, you have harassment shortages. Let me tell you something. As soon as I said, if you have harassment issues, rather, he goes, let me tell you something. After I said that, this guy, it was like a cartoon.
Right.
He stopped, spun around on one leg, walked right towards me and grabbed the paper.
Right.
And because I struck a nerve, because you could tell he was probably upset with
Exactly.
something that happened that
You've been
night.
harassed.
And he grabbed, as soon as I said something about harassment, he grabbed that paper. And I was like, listen, brother, I was like, check it out. I was like, there's something for everybody on there. And I was like, it's funded by the members, which is good. It's like for the members, by the members. And that's something that is huge, because when that's pitched to people, they understand that, we are a part of the system right now.
Right.
We know how everything goes inside the hub. Right. We all at one point have been harassed. Have had pay shortages. Have had other things happen.
Still have them.
Oh, I still have them too.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that if I don't understand with the pay shortages issue that if you come to work every day on time and you leave on time,
exactly, there should be
how are you short?
Especially when you're working for $1 billion company.
Yes,
it has plenty of money. But
yes.
I don't know if he was there, or did you leave preload yet? We had a hearing with the manager at the time. His name was, I believe it was Tom. His name was Tom, wasn't it?
Yeah, before, yeah.
Right. And we asked him, why you guys can't get this system fixed? You know what he said? UPS ain't gonna spend the money to get.
Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah,
but what system? So you don't mind paying extra in grievances?
Yeah,
just fix the system.
Well, see, here's the understanding of everything. Okay, there's like almost 3 ways to clock in UPS.
Right.
So you got part-time employees inside the hub. We have a card, okay, and you just swipe it in.
Right.
Okay. So you got like a digital clock. You swipe in. Also, that same card, if say you started in the hub or you started on the ramp, you get the same type of card, but it's a HTML or HTM service, whatever. It's something different, but you clock in on the ramp and building shift. It's different. So you have to use a different clock farther into the building. So that's the second way to clock in. Now, the third way to clock in on preload and drivers.
But yeah, drivers got their own. They clock in on the diad.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same
system,
way.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So what happens is we use our ID number,
right?
And I think the last 3 or ID number to clock in and out physically on a computer. So that's how you do on preload. Now it's a different system altogether. So now when you're full time, you're working preload and you're working a hub. You're clocking in 2 different ways, and you're working 2 different 24-hour periods. You know, you're working, say, like tonight, Hook will be working, and tomorrow morning he'll be working. But that's one shift, and that's where everything gets messed up, because when you want a personal day, you want a sick day, it's hard for them to decipher, because what happens is you got the hub side, you got the preload side. You know, even though preload is in the hub, they will not
they
fix it.
Completely different system.
And to fix it, they would have to probably spend, I think he said, millions of dollars to fix it. They won't fix it.
So I'll pay extra in grievance penalty money because the pay shortages.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and fix the system.
It's amazing.
That's what happens when you got too much money. You know, you make dumb decisions like that. Why would I pay you extra money when all I got to do is fix the system?
I think all the money that they have paid out throughout the years could have funded this whole thing.
I agree.
I mean, it's amazing. But, if they don't want to fix it, we just have to have members educated and strong enough to fight. Because a lot of people don't. I know people that are shorted money and they don't want to fight for their money. And I look at them. I'm like, why? You earned it.
Right.
I'm like, why not? You earned the money.
What's up, good brother?
This is money that you have earned. It ain't money that you are, they're just giving it to you.
Right. You working for this.
Yeah.
Working. Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but so like Romeo was saying, we got 3 weeks left.
3 weeks.
And I mean, this is it. And now it's time for the members to step up. We need you guys to talk to each other.
Absolutely.
Everybody that you work with. If you work in the E-brake pick, talk to the guys taking the trains out.
That's what I tell everybody. Be basically transparent.
Right.
Yeah.
If you work in the sort aisle, talk to the people that's next to you. Sorting with you. If you a driver, talk to your loader. Talk to the guys in your center. If you whatever department you were in, classification, ramp, building shift, fueling, whatever it is,
part-time, full-time, make sure we spread the word.
Talk to the people in the area, and let's vote. Let's vote because.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Hey, you guys got it over there, John. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I see you guys over there. 117. You guys. You guys are. It's a couple of locals that I would love for our locals to mirror. 117 is one of them. Yeah. 804. 251. Locals like that. Strong leadership, strong membership, dedication, passionate. You know what I mean? But it's coming. It's coming. Because I know you guys can tell that we're passionate and we're strong and we're dedicated. We have a vision that we want to implement. We got some ideas that we want to make sure that they get through. But, we need the members' help. We need the members to support us in this effort. Because the only way this is going to take place, the members have to okay it. It's actually out of our hands now. We've done the work. We've built up the foundation.
Oh, we're still working now.
Yeah,
we have
still
flyers
working.
coming out.
We're never going to stop. That's the one thing. We're never going to stop working.
If anything, the work, from us is going to increase. Right. Once we get in,
it's because far too long, I think what I know that the leadership has become stagnant and complacent.
Yeah.
And that's why the company continues to do what they want to do.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to me, I know an answer. I'll say my answer afterwards, but I want to hear what you got to say.
Right.
Now, over the last couple weeks, have you felt our union with inside the Teamsters 623 inside the building, our unity together increase?
I would say yes. I would say yes for like you said, the members.
Yes, the
have,
members within the...
Right, I agree with that, because you can tell.
I can say yes, too, because we have gotten a lot of phone calls.
Yes.
And we have gotten a lot of messages.
Oh, yeah.
We also have been approached in work. And I think people see what we're doing. They see that we get things done, and we are approachable. And they also are, spreading the word amongst each other, which, the chatter inside is almost like a school environment, you know? I always tell people, if I tell somebody I have a nickel, when it gets back to me, I have $1.25. And it's just how it is in there.
Exactly.
But the chatter within the, in the hub gets around, and people know you get things done. Now, I've been approached a few times, and, when things happen, people write to us, messages, text messages, phone calls, Facebook, whatever. And I couldn't be prouder of our members. I mean, because this is a time where we all need to stick together. This is a time where we need to be strong. This is not a time for negativity, because when one person's negative, everybody gets negative. And you need to see the positivity. That's the thing about it. Like, you need people to go, hey, listen, this is time to vote. This is time to make a change.
Right.
And then you got a couple people that go, hey, we tried this already and it's not going to happen.
Well,
but those people are coming around.
Exactly.
And that's the thing about
that's
it.
what I wanted to touch on. There's a flyer that we have. I just picked it up. And it's 3 members that are on there. They all have 25 plus years.
So even Carthage people are talking.
Right.
Yeah.
But one member has voted for the guys in office ever since he's been employed here.
And how long?
30 years.
30 years with the company.
So he's been voting for these guys, since he's been here.
Absolutely.
But when you get this flyer, you'll see that he has a change because of what has been happening. And our movement has, sparked a lot of hope.
Yes.
A lot of anticipation.
Absolutely. People are getting really antsy and eager because they want to see this.
They want to see this happen.
They want to see our plan in action. And that's one of the thing. Like, I actually had a member come up to me last week. Mm-hmm. Okay, he works in my area. And he literally stopped walking and came over to me. And he was like, listen, what is your plan? He's like, I know there's there's an election going on. He's like, I know we're voting to get, if we want to get the people out, we're voting for that. He's like, but if I vote for you, what will you do? And I talked his head off. Everything that we've said, raids, this, that, everything.
Right, exactly.
And his eyes got big. I was like, well, we just put it this way. Okay, now this member's been with the company for 5 years. And he was like, I started off the conversation was like, do you know who your business agent is? And he looked at me. I was like, do you know what BA, do you know who your BA is? He looked at me all funny. And I was like, well, with that look, do you know what a BA stands for?
Right.
And he's like, no. I was like, well, business agent. Do you know what that is now? And he still looked at me funny. I was like, see? I was like, that right there is what we want to change.
Right.
I was like, we want you to know what a BA stands for. And
who the BA is, right.
And then when you find out what a BA is, we want you to know who they are.
Right.
What parts they work at. Make sure, like, if you ever see them, we all could be approached and help you.
Right.
And that's huge because this person had a little issue, nothing serious.
Right.
And he been handling it. I pointed him to the direction of the BA because I didn't know the information. And I knew I knew it was wrong, what was going on. Mm-hmm. And he was like, all right, I'm going to call that person, blah, blah, blah. Now he talked to the BA. He had interaction with the person. And that was the first time. He was like, well, oh, that's my BA? I didn't know. I was like, see, that's what I want to change, because there's people here that don't know who their BA is, and that's business agent. They don't know that they could go to him or her for anything. And it's really, to me, as a Teamster, because I told somebody the other day, because I bumped into a guy when I was campaigning, been here for 10 years. He just was like, I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on. And I was like, I've been in your shoes. I was like, I've been in your shoes. I've been the clueless Teamster. I don't know who and what and where and how and when. And it all starts by, honestly, going to a union meeting. You know, which we have one coming up September 21st.
Yep.
You know, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, 4369 Richmond Street.
Yep.
Check it out. And I'm going to be preaching that on, because we got flyers coming out for that too, because I want people showing up. I want to see what type of movement I'm doing with my flyer, with my groundwork, my footwork on the ground, in the hub and everything. Because there's people out there that are owed that $50 if they come to the meeting. And it's actually their time to be a year.
Right.
And they're going to lose that money.
Right, exactly.
And they didn't know anything about it. And they're like, oh, wow, $50. I mean, part-time, $50, full-time, $50, you know, whatever. $50 is $50, man. That's something. That could be a pair of work boots. I mean, anything. I mean, we need. I need all the money I can get. Honestly,
and we all do.
I mean, we all do, and it's not being greedy. It's just like when you're owed something, or you do something, or it's supposed to be yours anyway. I want to claim it. Right. But if I don't know, if I'm oblivious to it, you know, that kind of it rubs me the wrong way, because it's a little fishy at times.
And, and that's why, you know, coming up with that, you know,
absolutely,
the platform that we preached about, and I preached about this, not a sermon. The platform that we talked about, transparency, education, all these things that we've been saying for over the last, I don't know how many years. Those things will help us become more, you know, it becomes stronger to fight the company. If I know my BA, and my BA has educated me with things that I need to succeed fighting this company, then when we fight the company together, we're going to win. Well, I should say we're going to have a better shot at winning. But right now, we got a lot of people, like you said, who just don't know.
Well,
you know, I was
crazy.
I think a couple of weeks ago, I was hitting the twilight shift on a Friday night.
Okay.
A lot of those guys came out, and they didn't even know that they were Teamsters. They've been paying their dues, didn't even know why the money was coming out, and this, that, and the other. And we had to explain to them.
People don't know.
These are your rights. This is what you can do.
And
this is what you can't do.
All this stuff is on our website,
right?
too.
All of it. And I wanted to explain that to them. Listen, we came up with this website because if you go to our local website right now, you go to it, man. It's like you don't feel like you're a part of anything.
No,
it's like you don't know what to do. You can't get the information that you need. And at this day and age,
what did I say before? Bare minimum.
Right. And that's what's happening. So I had a guy on preload. He said, man, I'll go to your website, man. I can learn how to do anything.
Yeah.
And I don't need
no
BA or the steward.
No.
I can do it on my own.
And that's what we're trying to do, set people up to succeed.
Yes.
Not fail.
Right.
I mean, because I always say this, and it's kind of crazy. If you're a quote-unquote good employee, okay? We all are good employees, I like to say, but if you just come to work, do your job, go home, you won't need the union.
Right.
You really won't. I mean, the only time you need them is just you happen to have a pay shortage, a vacation check shortage, so on and so forth. So that's when it becomes an issue. Then when you need the union and you don't know what to do, and you call them and you get a certain type of service and you think that's okay, and then you start looking and, you know, reaching out, and then they go, well, you know, that's not how it should be done. And you go, wow, that's how it's done in my area.
And Roman, that's why a lot of our members don't really care to come out to the meetings. They don't care to come out to the rallies that we do. They don't care about any of it because they say, well, it's been this way for so long. What are you going to do differently?
Yeah, it's like
that's why we had to start.
It's expected,
right? That's why we had to stay consistent. Like if we would have stopped after we lost in 2016, this would have been a lot harder. Yeah. One of the things I've learned over the past few times is that all the people that ran against our incumbents, what do they all have in common?
They
They stopped.
They stopped and started almost as simultaneously as they
They
had.
stopped. And that, to me, was the biggest problem from anybody that ran against them.
I mean, you can't, if you want change,
You got to keep going. You have to.
They always say the oldest thing I ever heard, and I mean, I'm 37, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Right.
And let me tell you something, it wasn't. So
Right, it takes time.
It takes time. And sometimes you need to earn the trust of your members.
Exactly.
And your members have to know who you are.
Exactly.
And sometimes they got to know more about you. You know,
Right.
You can't just sit there and go, "Hi, here's a flyer." You
Right.
know, it's not about that. I'm always explaining. I felt like a robot. And sometimes
Yeah,
I'm
you
getting,
get like that, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Then your words start tying.
Oh,
yeah.
My words start
Yeah,
tongue tying. Because
yeah.
my mom was sitting there laughing at me because my mom,
Right,
she
right,
came
right.
out, she was waiting for me, and
Shout out to Mom.
Hey,
I see
Mom.
you every night. She be working, man.
oh yeah, my mom, she's like, I saw her.
Yeah,
yeah. Man, my mom works in UPS as well. She's up in Small Sword.
Yeah.
She might be listening, so hello, mother, love you. But you know, she was out there. She's laughing because I'm sitting there like, teacher took.
Right,
I
you're
said,
right. Oh,
man.
yeah,
oh yeah. Because I'm tired,
Yeah.
But the thing is, I know there's a method to my madness, and it's not just to get elected. It's about educating the members, and I try as much as I can to hit as many people as I can,
Right.
Because I know that this information is very useful.
Right.
As I'm not just giving you a flyer just because I want you to vote for us. I'm giving you a flyer with information that is good for you.
Right.
I mean, you read our flyer, it's educational, and it actually helps you learn more as a Teamster.
About the union, right.
About the union,
Right.
about your rights, and we have something to offer, which is a website.
Like right now,
for
I'm
you.
going to read you the flyer that we get ready to put out about the next union meeting and the $50. It says this: did you know within the first year of employment, if you attend one union meeting and stay for the seminar afterwards, you get a $50 initiation fee back via check by mail.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
No, they don't.
So then we have the other flyers where we're talking about members who work in the buildings, just like you and I, and out and drivers. They talk about their experiences and why they're voting a certain way this time.
Yeah.
And
that's huge right there because a lot of people want to hear from the members.
Exactly.
I mean, even though we are members as well, they
But
want to
we're
hear
running for
from
office, so it's kind of biased. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So hearing from your, the peers,
Exactly.
that's been there longer than us. I mean,
Yeah.
30 years is a long time.
Right.
I've been there 19. I think that's a long time. But somebody's been there 30. That's incredible.
Right. And these guys are talking about how they're switching up the voting for the guys in office, and they're voting for us.
Oh,
you know, and you drive with this person, so you say, okay, I can understand that. Or you work next to this person, and you've been working with them for all these years. You know what I mean? And that's why we keep putting out this information. That's why we keep trying to steer everybody to our website, because it's all information that you can use, and it'll help you become stronger as a member, and it'll help us be more cohesive. Because I'm gonna tell you something: the only way we can win against this company is together.
Yeah,
that's the only way. That's why when the first things we're gonna do is when we get elected, we're gonna have to fix that relationship, because we're gonna go after the company. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, we are going to go after them.
And you got
they've been getting away with whatever for far too long.
And you got to expect them to retaliate.
You know they are.
Because you're going to have a bunch of strong members coming at you. So we're going to make sure we educate our members and how to defend ourselves.
And that's how we're going to have to do it. We're just not going to go in there and start fighting.
Basically, start a war and let everybody fight it for us.
And our people are not ready to fight.
No,
we have to we have to organize our members.
Oh yeah,
to get them ready and prepared for what we plan on doing. We're just not going to lead you in a battle and then all these casualties. No, we're going to. Hey, listen. This is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to fight them. This is why we know we can win in this area, because we have the grievances to prove it.
Yeah,
how we can win in this area. All this stuff we done did. We just waiting for the opportunity to do it on a bigger level.
Absolutely.
That's where you guys come in at. That's where you guys come in at. All we need you guys to do to vote. We hear it. You guys got our back, and we appreciate it. But the only way to prove it, come October 15th when the ballots come out, put it on paper. I'm telling you, I have almost all of October off. Y'all gonna get tired of seeing me. I'm gonna be calling you on your phone. I'm gonna be at the gate. If I had the address to your mom house, I'll be at your mom house.
I'm gonna be tired just thinking about it because I'm gonna be out there with you as much as I can.
Right, because we have a serious plan of action. We have a serious vision. We have the capabilities to do it. We're young enough, strong enough to do it. Now listen, the only way to win against this company, you got to take it to them. I don't know about you, Romeo, but I know how you feel about this. I'm tired of being bullied. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I'm tired of being told the company can do what they want to do. I'm tired of being saying, well, they can do this and they can do that, but the contract says otherwise. I'm tired of hearing that. My dues don't pay for that.
You know what I'm tired of? I mean, and you could probably vouch for this. I'm tired of people, shop stewards, telling me how things should be, right?
Right.
And they're part of the problem.
Right.
Like, for example, you want us, we got to stand up and fight and this, that, and the third. I'm tired of supervisors working and this going on and that going on. But you have the power to, stop that yourself. You have the power to fight, and if your members want to fight, you have the power to fight with them. And you won't do it. And there's a lot of them that won't put pen to paper.
I had a long conversation with a long team member. He told me, and I felt it, and I felt this. He said, I want to fight. I want to turn this thing around, but I can't because I know with the people in office, nothing's going to get done. Mm-hmm. He said, Hook, I hope you guys get in.
Yeah,
because
I hear that a lot,
it's
too.
going to restore my faith in the union.
Yeah.
That meant a lot.
That's huge. Because
and I'm hoping people vote, man. I'm hoping people vote.
That's the main thing.
I
because
hope people vote.
I mean, again, ballots are being mailed out. They're being mailed out October 15th.
Right.
Now, they're going to be tallied on the 4th. Again, November 4th, rather. So, that only gives us 20 days to receive the ballots, check them off, send them back.
Yep.
Now, if you don't get it by the 22nd, you got to call the union hall.
Right.
And that's a big thing because, a lot of people aren't going to get it. They're not going to be checking. It's going to be crazy because if you don't get it by then, it's going to be, you're probably not going to vote. Let's put it that way. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to go the extra way to go out. But when it goes down to it, we got to make sure you get your ballot. I mean, we have numbers. We're going to call.
Yes.
We're going to make sure
you're going to be called.
Listen, you're going to be. We're not going to be like a telemarketer call you in convenient times.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure you guys here. So that's good. I mean, once we get everything situated, once October hits, man, it's going to be fun.
We're going to continue what we've been doing.
We have a guest
What's
today.
up? What's up, my man? What's happening?
What's up, brother?
You good?
We're the plan of action.
Plan of action. We like that.
Right?
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Wait. Is this the junk fly that I seen today?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Trying to blame Richard Hooker for team care?
Well,
I'm just saying. There are 7 people that were on the executive board.
We're not going to mention that.
Yeah,
we're not mentioning that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That has nothing to do with what we're trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
You know
we are right now a plan of positivity.
Yeah,
we are not going to acknowledge any negativity that's coming from anybody because it's going to derail our plan.
Exactly.
And our plan is basically to make sure our members are basically taken care of by the union and whoever's in the union. So that's our plan of action. So we're
appreciate it, sis. I see you down there.
So we're not going to harp on any type of negativity coming from anybody.
Right. So getting back to what we was talking about. So that's what's going on because I hear you got like 1,000 grievances down there, man. Stop calling you grievance, man.
I've always been a strong griever.
Right.
I clearly have probably more than the average member.
Right.
Without a doubt.
That's why I took that picture with you with the sign and the grievance.
You remember I told you?
Right.
I showed the one stack online. I got another stack that I forgot was all there, and that's another bigger stack about the same size. Okay?
Yeah.
This is an example of UPS's behavior against us.
Right.
Everybody in the hub knows it. Everybody at the Oregon Avenue knows it. Everybody at the Air Service Center knows it. They all know it. They all see it. They all say the same thing. If I speak up, UPS will do something to me. Well, they're always doing something to you anyway, so you might as well speak up.
Right.
Time to step up, write it up, right?
Step up, write it up. You should
Step
put that
up,
up.
write
You
up.
should put that on the shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, step up, write it up.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because it's out of hand,
It
right?
is. It is.
And you got to have no fear of retaliation.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
it's
whole.
not just they have to commit to good faith bargaining, right? If supervisors work every day and they're not buying people's lunches and mobilizing the people to do the work, right? Where's the good faith bargaining
There isn't
that they're
any.
supposed to have,
There
right?
isn't any.
There isn't. Bottom line, there isn't. And when you have no good faith bargaining, right? You're committing theft. You're actively committing theft against the membership. And people will speak up, and people won't speak up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Oh,
So, what you got?
Grievance file. Mr. Slattery, be ready to answer the questions, right? Because you got your case. It's on paper. Get ready to answer the questions. Turned it in.
Right.
It's there.
Right.
Answer the questions, right? Overtime is based upon the formula set forth in Article 54, Section 1B. It's on a daily basis. And
Right.
that's what Article 53 says. He's going to have to answer what he said. Because if double time is the overtime rate, then the straight time rate gets bumped up, everybody.
Right.
Because that's what the formula states.
Right.
Everybody got that?
Right.
Yeah.
Gets a bump. 2, you have to adjust for the Fair Labor Standards Act because now you bumped up the regular rate. You don't have to answer the questions. Because if I go down to Richmond, I'll be there to answer the questions, all
You
right?
should go. You're gonna have to go down there this time.
Oh,
Man.
I'll go down this time.
Yeah.
Oh, this time.
Yeah, you got. We gonna get some Bojangles when we go down there.
If I have to get divorced, I'll go down there this time. All right? That's how I look at it.
That's how much we love you guys.
Listen, it's not been a game. And on this grievance in particular,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know,
'cause-
they could have settled this with me and let it go and let Shanahan take responsibility for claiming the other members' money, right?
Right.
Now I said you got to pay everybody, and consider this notice that you owe them. So now the clock is ticking. 2 days, 2 days for a shortage, over $50.
Right.
Right.
That's what it says.
Let's put it in perspective. $50. That means everybody across the board that was full time or acting in a capacity to get that bump, right? Bing ding, $150 for the first 40 guys that did it. So keep adding the math up, and if you try to get shorted on it, there's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be a problem because I'm telling you now, I'm telling the city of Philadelphia now, I'm telling my congressmen now, I'm telling the state representatives now, step up. You cannot let wage theft happen inside this state, inside anything. Because what you're saying is, it's okay if I run a legit business of steel, but you're telling everybody else it's a criminal that it's okay.
Right.
So it's wrong to be that person.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
So which
Right.
is it?
Right. Because you can't have it both ways.
Can't have both ways.
Right.
Right? Need responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I agree. So as you guys heard, our brother here, candidate for vice president, the contract needs to be upheld all the way through for everybody. It can't just be Romeo, we're gonna do something for you. Espo, I'm gonna do something for you. Booker, I'm gonna do something for you. It has to be what it says for
Consistency.
every right. For
Consistency.
every single member. We have a lot of that. I'm gonna do something for you today, tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna do the right thing today, but I need you to give me a pass the next 2 days or whatever
Yeah.
these guys do. They make the wheeling and dealing. They do.
Listen, if I got a grievance and they ask me to let a grievance go so I'm never gonna get a job back, I got more grievances to file, so I let one go.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I can do that for anybody. Right?
Right.
The question is, where's the value? Where's the recognition, right?
Yeah.
If I drop $3,000 off of grievances, right?
It brings
And I don't
somebody
know
back.
what you got in return for it,
Exactly.
then what's the foolish thing, right? Am I covered? If
Yeah.
I got it ready and I'm covered,
Right.
I just want to know,
Right.
right?
That's a good one. That is a good one. I'm like, what are you getting for dropping that?
Yeah.
That grievance.
I remember online, and I'll say this again, I get this guy from 251 up there in New England, right? The guy he didn't report an accident. And he said that he got the guy's job back for letting go a supervisor's working grievance of, let's say, 4, 10, whatever amount of hours. It was minuscule,
Right.
Right?
Right.
They fire and discharge people. I know people that, my friends inside work, they got discharged for that.
Yeah.
Right? One grievance, one supervisor's working, guy got his job back. How come we don't have the same standard here? That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Right from the beginning, leadership makes a difference. Those dudes up there in 251, totally different animal than what we got in office right now.
Yeah.
Totally different. Totally different. So that's probably why that was able to happen. Can you imagine that happening here?
Now with the terms.
Exactly.
I cannot imagine a firm hand coming down and saying, "Yo, whoa, bro,
Exactly.
stop, messing with my brother here, Joe. Joe ain't doing nothing to you. You're doing something to him.
Right.
Let the record reflect with the volume of grievances that have been filed.
Right.
Not only by myself, but the other fellow members of our sort, right, on a preload, because we stand tall, right? The record reflects. You ain't buying a lunch like you're supposed to. Your supervisors work every day.
Yeah.
Let the record reflect. You can't change that. The cameras are on in the building, and they're showing you working.
Right.
So let's go put that down on paper, because, it's only one phone call to file a complaint.
Yeah.
Right. So 3 weeks, guys. We're almost there.
Yeah.
And
we asked the question, I'm saying, we asked the question earlier. The question we asked earlier, how do you feel
That'd be good
inside the
because we're in the other
membership?
building. That'd be
Since
good.
you're in Argan Avenue, do you feel that the membership is getting tighter unity, like now as we're fighting towards this
I think
contract?
since the other
or not the
state has
contract,
come
the
out
voting?
and they've introduced themselves, and these other recent flyers that have popped up or whatever, now's the bigger time where everybody has to kind of unite together behind a common cause.
Right.
Now's the time to have a greater and a stronger message and say, you can listen to what everybody says, but look at the record.
That's
Demand
the
to
key.
see the record, right?
Right.
I can say whatever I want, right? Everybody see my record online. I showed you the grievances. I filed the papers. I'm putting them online so you know what I can do.
Exactly.
You're going to see it, right? Where's Rob Woodby? Right? I'm just saying. Where's Bill Shanahan? Where's Butch Kamak? Where's Carl Robinson? I'm not saying that they can't do it.
Right.
Let's see what you did. Let's put the record out there. The meeting, you don't have to put it online. The meeting comes up. You know the date. September 21st.
Right.
Put it out there. Put it on record. I requested for records at the hall. Still ain't get them.
You ain't get them yet?
No, I didn't get them now. No. These guys, they want to hit, man. They want to, they have to be right there with you while you're looking them over because they're such top secret information.
Yeah.
Well, listen, there's an issue, right? And so you have supervisors working, right? There's an actual wage that's associated with that now, right? You get triple time if the guy does it 3 times in a row. If the grievance gets filed and I see supervisors working and I don't put the names on the grievance, right? Or the steward doesn't investigate and put the names on the grievance, right? How do you know which supervisor worked the 3rd time? You don't, right? Because
That's
they
a
didn't
very
do the
good
due
question.
diligence to the records. There needs to be accountability to the record, especially
Like I
supervisors
know.
working.
They told me not to put them on there.
No.
What? Listen.
They said keep it in my notes.
Listen,
Put
hold
it
on.
on there.
Listen, break this down.
I'll put it
Shanahan
on
told me the same thing, right? He's like, you put down so much information. I said, listen, Shanahan, labor pays me, right? I don't hear no nonsense. It's like, you go 2-3 months and say, oh, well, grievance 8421, right? You said supervisors working. Which one were they? Hey, it's on the paper. This is the area they're working at.
Exactly.
Now, as a steward, right, say, I want to see the video from the day, and let's go find out what happened. Let's go get the scanning records from the day, because now they want to scan all the packages in the preload, right? Let's go find out who was scanning what.
Because I know all the supervisors that are up to triple time that I've filed, on. You know what I mean? So I know them. Because I put the name on the
They're
paper.
up to triple
Yes.
time already?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We just got Clarence paid a couple months ago for triple time.
And I got mine too.
Right. See
I
what
said
I'm saying?
mine
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Listen, and the guys are still working.
And that's the part that kills me. I mean, you're getting paid triple the rate, and your rate is higher than ours.
Yes.
And so, I mean, what?
Good Lord.
I just don't get it, man.
You know
That's
something? Listen,
insanity.
hold it. You know that if they do work on the overtime, you get triple the overtime rate too, right? So let's say yours is $50 an hour. That's $1.50 an hour. If anybody's
And they still working.
Listen, and here's the better one, right? Now, let's say you want to go work the preload, right? But you don't work the preload on a regular basis, right?
That's all.
You could be consider yourself an aggrieved employee for everybody else. Say, I made it known to you that I want to do this. I saw the supervisors working. Automatic $150 every day. That's the value of the grievance. You could be over 10 grand in a month.
Wow.
That's how bad it is.
It's bad.
Right? Just think about it.
People just gotta
4
find-
hours, $150 a pop, $600 a day.
Right.
20-some hours, 20 days at least, minimum.
Right.
Right? 6 grand, 12 grand. Right there. 10 grand in a month.
That's crazy.
Everybody got the math down? Check that out.
So
Right.
this is what we need you guys to do. Everybody that doesn't have, if the hall doesn't have your correct address, if you moved in the last, I don't know, few months or the weeks, we need you to call 215-289-0580. We have a flyer that will be out probably tonight in the hub and Oregon Avenue. It'll explain to you the numbers to call if you don't get the ballot in time, or if you don't get one at all, the time frame we're voting, and all of those things. Again, you're going to get that ballot. I mean, the flyer. The ballots go out October the 15th. They're going to be counted on November the 4th. We need everybody to participate in this. Everybody's complaining about how bad it is, and they're tired of this, and this, that, and the other. Well, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do?
Yeah, good.
Put it on paper.
That's it.
Here.
That's all we're asking you to do.
Let's talk about another thing, right? With the increased volume down at PHL on the preload, and obviously it's happening down Oregon Avenue. I think they did 85 or 87,000 again today, something crazy like that, right?
Preload,
And
Jesus.
all these drivers are going out, right? What are they paying into the pension fund? What is UPS paying into the pension fund? Because if there was $6 billion that you needed and you want to get more money, right here is your opportunity, because these guys are being hired as regular package car drivers, and I've heard the complaint a million times from different drivers. They told me I was a full-time driver. 3 months down later, oh, now you're a utility
Yes,
driver.
yeah.
No accountability to what you are, and that's not the fault of steward.
Yeah.
That's the fault of leadership going down and say, listen, the alternate's got to designate that list. He's got to watch what's going on. He's got to watch who's on what trip. Then he learns the process, and he teaches that to the next guy. Because the steward's supposed to be there handling the other bigger issues. Here you're teaching the junior guy what to look out for so you can preserve and protect what we got. Right? That's the whole purpose, right?
Now,
there's no plan, no coordination.
Now, wouldn't it have been a good idea if you knew the pension fund was short to go check in-house to find out why is the pension short? Why is the part-timers working full-time hours for years at a time?
Oh, years. Years. We got guys 10 years straight.
That's what I'm saying.
10 years
So,
straight.
Work a double.
Now, you're the pension man. Now, couldn't that...
No, listen. Whoa. We don't use the word doubles around here, okay?
Okay.
Doubles is not the word we use. Because
Yeah,
when we
you
punch
check-
in, right?
checking-
It's called I'm working on my
You don't use
assigned
double,
shift,
double,
right?
right.
We don't use double X, right? It's called working my assigned shift,
Okay.
right? Because now we have an issue, right? Before there was no such thing as full timers working 2 shifts
Right.
inside a thing, right?
Yeah.
Now you're working just like that full timer shift, right?
Yeah.
So is it a full time shift or is it assigned? Something different. A double, right, is when, let's say, you come in afterwards, right? There's no plan, no schedule for you. You come late. They're punching you out, and you're starting a new time card on a different shift. Now, I'm on a preload, right?
Yes.
We got extra work for you, Joe. Are you coming in early, like you would do normally on your
Right,
shift, right?
right.
Or is that you're trying to say that's a double on it backwards? Doesn't work that way. You're coming in early on a assigned shift.
Exactly. So,
That's crazy.
so now, getting back
The
to what I was
difference is
saying.
the time and a half 8 to 5.
Right.
And that also affects your overtime rate for the week. These guys are getting 40-plus hours a week and
Yes.
not getting the right remuneration for the overtime rate.
Yeah.
When we was
And
down
UPS
there,
knows.
when we was down there not long ago, they had people coming in right off the street working
Working 30-some plus hours
right,
a week.
part-timers.
Wow.
Now, like I was telling you earlier, now wouldn't it be smart? The pension fund is short to go after these missing pension contributions
Hold it.
from this right here.
One better, right? Wouldn't it be better to make sure that UPS sends what the hours people work right to the hall so you can look to see what's going on?
Well, you can
Right.
ask. You can ask for that.
Right? And then you get the guy that's not a part of a regular business agent to review the record and say, hey, listen, yo, Shanahan, we got Tommy, Jimmy, Smith, Sally. They're all working 35 to 45 hours a week. We got to post a bid.
Exactly.
Time to go. Step it up. What are you about? Are you about making full-time jobs and making sure the members don't get shorted? Or are you about shorting the members? Take your pick.
Well, we see what's been happening. That's why that whole pension thing was kind of funny to me, because you don't know how much money we have here already that could have fixed it, or somewhat caused it not to be as high as it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't go after it, UPS ain't gonna help you. They ain't gonna go after it for you.
Like I told some other people, I said, who's going to show up in these other slates, right? Is it going to be the Unity version of these slates all over again for this particular election that you're going to elect for? Or is it going to be new and improved? So listen, I got the message. I hear it. I see it. We saw the last election. People
Right.
voted against what we were doing, not with what we were doing.
Exactly.
The majority of the members do not approve of what they
their
do.
leader. Exactly. And it showed, like I said,
It showed.
452 people voted against their leadership. Only 347 people voted for it. So, and that's with all the experience they like to talk about, all the panels they done been to. Even after all that, people still voted more against them than for them.
Experience, listen, I've come to the conclusion that experience matters, right?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering who's got the experience, me or them.
Yeah.
And I think that's most members that go in the office
Experience
now.
for what?
because
That's the question.
When they go in there, most members are doing the talking about the situation, right? If you're the person in there, you want your lawyer to do the talking for
Exactly.
you, right?
That's why
you
you pay
don't
them.
want to have to speak up. You want to sit back like this and say, okay, not my turn to talk, your turn to talk. You tell me what happened, right? I told the labor manager before, I said, we can go around and sit and watch the videos and see what happened. You want to go do that? No, that's okay, right? Because right next thing I'm going to do is say, listen, I want to represent myself in a hearing. I want to be considered the steward, and I want to get paid time to investigate the grievance, right? So now you're not going to only pay the grievance off, now you're going to pay me to investigate my own grievance, because that's what the NLRB says. You can do it.
Well, good people, on the other side of this break, we're going to come back. We're going to keep talking about this election that's coming up in the next three weeks. We need everybody to participate. You're listening to WOOM 92.9 South Philadelphia Radio, giving you another live edition of the 623 Lives Matter Radio Show.
Listen, I could have been on to 10:30. Easy.
Yeah, only reason I grabbed that one is because I bought that microphone and it sounds a little fuzzy on the radio.
Oh,
yeah.
You bought that one?
Yeah, I bought that one.
Okay.
So
this one sounds
yeah,
fuzzy.
yeah, that one sounds fuzzy.
Who's checking the house?
Yeah.
It's bottom line. Who's checking the house?
All right, so this one will be live now.
That one right there?
Who's going to show up?
And here you go. Gotta hold the bottom of it. It comes off. Yeah, I told her this is my little donation, but it's really cheap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't as loud as that one because when you spoke, I was like, oh,
okay.
clarity.
Right.
That one sounds like you were in a box.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah, it's crazy though. The stuff that's going on.
Listen. Waiting to hear whether my grievance got approved. People know the number. On the 10th day, right? 10th business day, I'm going to post it online. Say, did it get approved? Or do I got to file charges? That's
All
what I
right, good
wanna know.
people, we're back. WOOM 92.9 South Philadelphia Radio, giving you another edition of the greatest labor show in the city. 623 Lives Matter show. Listen, guys, we got 3 weeks. That's all we got. I know we done talked your ear off about what we plan on doing. We done showed you. You can go to the website and check it out for the information. We do, everything we possibly can. Now it's up to you. What you guys gonna do?
What you gonna do, Espo?
Right.
Oh, wait. I have a timeline ready to rumble, my man. You think the last batch of grievances was good? Wait to see the next batch. Because the next batch will include make these guys full-time. The next batch is going to say, hey, listen, I want to look at the records as a steward. I want to see how many people are working doubles on the midnight. I want to see how many people working doubles from the twilight into the preload shift. I want to know. Let's go. Let's make them full-time jobs. I'm sick and tired of the nonsense. I'm sick and tired of the
and especially
the messing
Espo
around.
when this same situation happened right up the road, 804, same situation, but those guys got the full-time jobs, and
There needs to be
so we need to
some
do that here.
accountability.
That's basically what I said to people. Like I told, like one of my things to new hires, like when I talk to them, I go, listen. I was like, it's very important for you to vote. And if anybody's listening that's new, new hire, under a year, over a year, everybody, your voice needs to be heard, put pen to paper. That's what we say. But like, the new hires don't really know. Some of them don't know if they're going to stay, and they don't really care. But I tell them, I was like, listen, you see how you're thinking? And they go, yeah. I go, yeah. there are other people thinking the same way as you prior to you working here. Now, because of that thought process, you're making $14 an hour right now. You could have been making 15. I was like, the veterans could have got incentives. I was like, we could have fought together if everybody voted. Now, because you did not vote or the people did not vote, here we lie. You're making as much as a 6-year vet. And who's more mad about that? And I know we have people, which is like, times has grown, times go on, and it makes sense. And we talk about this before because, you want people to come and stay. You want the people to come and stay. But if we sit there and we fight together and we sit here and we, get what we want like 804 did. They did not back down. The contract came out. They said, this is not for us. They threatened them like they threatened us. And, they did not back down. And that's the main thing. They did not back down. And what did they get? Everything they wanted.
They got a lot of stuff.
They got a lot of stuff. And with that being said, why shouldn't we be in that mindset? They're setting the bar. They're setting the bar. And we want to set the bar. We want people to know that we're here fighting. We're members just like you. And we can make a difference. And that's what we try to do every day we go to work. I mean, I get pulled aside by people helping them. And, I care about the membership. And I want to help them. And I go help them. And that's the thing about it is some people don't care to help. And when they do, sometimes it's very, lackluster. They do it, only enough to get them through.
Right.
Local 710, right?
Yeah.
Ron Bennett, he posted up there, right? Another guy said $30 an hour starting rate for feeder guys, right? Not in this local, not anywhere else around the country. These guys are separate from the master agreement. It somehow magically they got a better starting rate for their feeder guys, right? I'm still waiting to see the contract put up there because you know what? I'm thinking I got to join their thing. And
Leadership makes a difference.
And getting their little master agreement, you know what I mean? And join their group because it seems like their group's got a little different attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you got a different type of leader, you're gonna get different types of things than everybody else gets.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We don't have that here, not yet. It's coming, but
Well, we tell people all the time, you want better, vote better.
Right.
That's
right.
it.
I mean, that's really the key. I mean, it comes down to you guys in the next 3 weeks. You know what I mean? You guys have seen it. You can go online and see it. Go to the website and see it. Come to the hubs and see it. I don't really know what else to talk about. Say it.
Complain about the same, vote the same.
Yeah.
Want different,
vote
different.
Right.
I mean, when it comes down to things, and like I said, I've been here 19 years, and I have not seen anything change throughout my years with the company. Only thing I've seen is concessions, whatever, team care and so on and so forth.
Wait, hold on.
And
did we mention the joint council meeting down AC?
Oh no, yeah, you guys. There was a joint council meeting the last 3 days.
Oh yeah,
you had
right.
O'Brien was there.
Hoffa
was there.
Hoffa.
But the main message
Reggie,
was
right.
Trying to organize Amazon for free.
Amazon for free.
Yeah, they wanted us, the members, to go out on our free time and organize Amazon.
There's 3,000 people. All they're going to do is got to put the flyer out. You'll get people wanting to be involved, right? But there needs to be a progression to go up the ladder. People got to feel like they're involved. They have these education programs that you can go and be a part of. Do you think they're going to broadcast that too to get you involved? No.
They don't
you
want
think they're going to go pay for you to go down somewhere and go to classes somewhere? No, they're not. That is the big problem. The IBT takes our money, right?
Yeah.
The Hall takes your money, and they're not fitting up these classes that, like the leadership academies, how to win a grievance or arbitration, all these other little things that would make stronger members that they could do. They just don't. They don't utilize their resources the correct way.
And we got a lot
and then
of
they want you
people
to go out and organize Amazon for free?
Yes.
Come on.
And want you to go out. You're taking my money every week. You took my vote away.
Yeah.
Now you want me to go and do something for you.
Yeah.
Now
you want me to come in and help you out because you can't do it.
But where was the help at when I was voting? Where was it at? But you want me to go free.
for free
and do this for you.
right?
But you just took my vote.
Listen, I
All these
hope
guys
I
out
hope the
there.
only member in this local, we all know who that member is because we all seen the video. I hope this member going down there and confronting Ken Hall.
Oh yeah.
So that what was going on with the joint council. I'm pretty sure when Jumbo comes back next week to the show, he'll be able to tell us more in detail.
That's right, he's down there,
Right,
right?
he's down there. So he'll be able to tell us more about what happened.
Phone us,
at
John.
the joint-
Phone us now.
at the-
Phone us now.
at the
Come on,
joint
call
council.
in.
So you
Call
know,
in. Live report.
So that's about. I mean,
Jumbo.
I really, man. You know what, man? I'm telling y'all, 3 weeks, man. That's all. That's kind of like all I'm focused on, man. Is 3 weeks. These guys, everybody got to vote. Everybody got to vote. We hear it everywhere, everywhere. They're sick and tired of these guys. They're sick and tired of this, sick and tired of that. But they're gonna have to prove it now.
Yeah.
All I can say is, you can only restore the power with the action that you choose to take.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So look at the record. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Check the record.
they was there. They was there
Who's watching the
together.
house?
But I don't know if they was together, like working together. But I know they was having the same. I guess.
They're the group.
Yeah. You know, the
Jumbo
speech.
With Jumbo and them or Alpha?
Well, Jumbo was there,
Oh, okay.
but you know, yeah,
And they have these little meetings and they go across the country and have all these little meetings. That's what they're attending.
yeah.
You know, you wonder what they're doing all the time. This is what they're doing. They're going to this joint council meeting, that joint council meeting, and trying to talk about what they need to do and try to mobilize the leaders of the locals to go get people. But not once have they ever came down on a weekend and say, yo, here's a Saturday. We're coming down AC. We're going to get this space. Everybody come down here, especially during the summertime. You know, everybody wants to go down the shore, right?
Yeah.
People will get down there and say, hey, this is what we need you guys to do. Come on, let's get rallied up.
Right.
There's no meeting to get us
you know what?
involved.
But
Let's
you
have
know
a
what,
voice.
though?
That's
But
what
you-
I was basically saying. Like, I was going to say that we don't really know as members
But you
what's
know what,
going
though?
on unless you're going to a meeting
It-
and they don't have meetings
I
in
don't
the summer.
think I don't think they can do that because you can't get me to come to a rally. You can't get me to come to anything like that if you're not taking care, like you said, taking care of the house.
They can get a house, actively engaging people, telling
Right.
them this is what's going on.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm going to send a mail to your house. These are the issues that we're facing. This is why we want to go organize
Exactly.
Amazon because they can undermine us and our rate and our pay and our
Right.
benefits at
Right.
UPS because they are automatically lower from the get-go. They're just starting out. And the guy's got the money to build a network.
Yeah.
Exactly. So why would I come and do all this for you when you're not doing nothing for me?
Me.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when I'm paying you. If I'm paying you, I don't see you, but you want me to do something for you, it's not going to work. I'm not going to show
Free.
up.
Let's put
Right,
it this
I'm not
way.
going to show up.
We're more likely to put together something and people showing up for us
Right.
because we know we have done this before and people are showing up than they are.
The Right to Work rally.
Yeah.
Look at that. That was
What's up?
embarrassing. That was embarrassing.
They had, I didn't even know they had one.
That's what I'm saying. They had a Right to Work rally.
That's the point.
You had to use a personal,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But nobody. It was more. It was how many people was it from the local? Maybe 10.
20 tops.
Maybe.
Wow.
All of us, me, you,
And another
Jumbo,
local was there, too.
right? Another local came.
And they
They had
had
more
to-
people than we did.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
not
But it wasn't
surprising.
a lot of us.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget. I had.
Well, this is what we're talking about. You're not encouraging younger members
Exactly.
to go to these events.
Not
You're not
even
kind of
older
broadcasting it
members.
out to them. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, right? We all got email now. Everybody's almost got a smartphone just about, right? The hall's not taking those email addresses right on the form they get for your
right.
application, right? As far as I know, I don't think they've ever done it. They should put that on there so they can automatically email people out. Hey, listen, this is the event we got going on. This is what we're trying to do. This way, you go out and you communicate to these people. Hey, let's see who we can get on the bus load. You know what I mean? $2 million in the bank. We can afford a few buses to go up there. You know what I mean? If they can afford to send Izzy Gray to help mobilize in the TNBC, they can sure enough help mobilize the members that we have
Not
to
for
go
nothing.
and rally down to Harrisburg.
But not for nothing. If you can put on 2 extra business agents, 2 extra.
UPS is violating. What do you want?
Oh, yeah. it's-
UPS is violating. What do you
Right.
want?
But if you could do that, then you could do, like you said, send
Well,
people
this
to
is-
classes and all
Well,
that.
obviously, we know why there's an extra business agent on now because Izzy's going and touring the country with TNBC, so they need some extra support to make up the difference. But when I asked Shanahan and the members' money was getting shorted in that January,
Yes, you
right?
did. Yes, you
thing,
did.
right? What did he
Yes.
say?
Can't afford it.
Can't afford it.
That's
Now
what
so
he
you
said.
can afford to let easy to go across the country. Listen, I'll tell you the same thing I told Billy Marsh, right? Don't ever tell me there's not enough money to process my grievances. Don't ever tell me that, ever. Right? Because if there's not,
right,
then there's a problem. Because now I got to go in. I want to see what you spend on yourself with the $20,000 you did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Expenditures above and beyond your salary. Right?
Yeah.
I want to know what the numbers are, and I want to see the receipts.
Reggie wants to know if we win, do we give out Bojangles? I think Luke said Bojangles for everybody.
Yeah, Bojangles for everybody, man. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm excited. I'm anticipating a victory. It's a lot different than it was 2016. And the atmosphere is a whole lot better, and a whole lot different than it was. And I was talking to a driver before I came here. He's like, "Yeah, man, you guys got the momentum. Just got to keep it at. Just got to keep at it."
The people are more receiving of our information now than 16. Because I think 16, it was a
lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, 16 was a little different how we handled it.
Yeah,
so now that we have a couple of new members, me and myself, how we're going about talking to the members, approaching the members, educating the members is really nice. I mean, conversating with them, remembering them, them remembering you. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I got your card. Blah, blah, blah. Listen, that means a lot. I feel like a TV star now. Even though I'm only on YouTube and our show on Facebook. Oh, you're James Romeo. I see you on the phone, on the Facebook, on this, on that. I was like, wow, thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you.
And I think that
that means a lot to me because it means I'm being heard. And I'm not saying anything to hurt anybody. I'm saying everything I'm saying is helping, and I hope that people are taking advantage, especially of our website. Because that website again is 623lifesmatter.org, and it's everything you need to know to be a Teamster member for 623.
Right, it does. And like Espo was saying earlier, he used the word that struck a nerve. It was consistency. We have been consistent. No matter what happened, no matter the
rain, sleet, snow,
the 37 votes short, we didn't stop, we didn't quit, we remained consistent. The vote, the contract, we was consistent. Fighting the company, we've been consistent. The message has been consistent. And I'm hoping that consistency pays off. And then come November the 4th, when that last ballot, even before the last ballot is counted, we can give the local back to the members. That's the plan and that's the goal. Because we need some new, as you say, some new house watchers.
We need new house watchers. Well, I was talking to new hires and they were telling me they're getting close to 40 hours every week, but they ain't full time. It's like, do you guys know what the difference in the rate is? Do you guys understand what you're losing? Why would you sit right now, especially in your early years of your career,
right?
Why wouldn't you make the complaint that I want my full-time seniority? What purpose does it serve? What do you think? UPS is going to magically be able to somehow cut you out when all they do is have guys working full-time?
Right. But the problem is when somebody comes off the street, they think that's normal. And that's the thing.
There you go.
And it's not educational for our incumbents to say anything.
UPS ain't teaching you that you can go make full-time seniority.
Why would they say anything that's going to have them lose money? And that's the thing about it. They come off the street, they're working 8 hours a day, and if the shop steward isn't going to fight for it, then they got away with it. And it's just like with the supervisors working. If the members don't file grievance, well, the whole
because they're they're making full-time jobs on that special acquisition of seniority language.
Yeah,
the hall will have to
fight for it, right. But somebody has to acknowledge it first.
Yeah,
I mean, they've already done it.
Yeah,
just remember this: they've already done it, and they won 4 full-time shifting jobs because guys down on preload filed grievance many years ago.
Yeah,
many years ago, and I requested that information. Still not in my hand.
My whole thing is this: when I tell people,
what's there to hide?
The whole thing is when you file a grievance, and it doesn't go through, a lot of people give up on it.
Yeah,
a lot of people give up on it, and they basically said everything we were saying throughout the day. They were saying, "Oh, our hall's not going to fight for us. Why are we going to file a grievance? Because it doesn't make any sense. They're not going to do nothing, so on and so forth." Well, after you file your first grievance and nothing is done, you got to kind of take matters into your own hands. Yeah. I've said this plenty of times. Everybody has a boss. Everybody. So if you got to go over somebody's head, you got to go over somebody's head. But you got to make it work for yourself. You got to do your you got to do your educational thing and educate yourself and make sure you know what you're doing.
Is if you get someone to file charges with the IBT and they got to answer with the Internal Review Officer, why aren't you following the bylaws? That's it.
Yeah.
That's the number one charge you can do.
Yeah.
But it takes everybody in this local to submit the information because we can't access we can't access your hour records.
Right.
We can't find anything out unless you tell us and put that forward the record and we can work on it.
And that right there,
I'm more than happy to get the people that have the skill sets. Right?
Yeah.
I've been talking to some people. I've seen a few, right? A couple guys that I was talking to down on the preload. They got the skill sets to make this a reality and make this happen.
And that right there, it just it's a process. And the problem is, a lot of people don't want to do this process, but they're paying somebody to do this process for them, and they don't want to do it. And if not don't want to do it, don't know anything about it. And it's the thing about it, you follow it once, it gets swept under the rug, boom, you give up on it. And that's not how it should be.
Forward.
Keep filing. Right. And if it doesn't, you have a paper trail, and then you do what Joe said. You got to go over somebody's head. You got to go to IBT. You got to do what you got to do. Now, everybody's got to do it together.
John, do you know something I don't know?
Uh-oh.
Pension contributions not going towards the fund? I want to know, did you hear something?
No.
Did you hear something, Johnny? Come on, Johnny. Did you hear something? I think you know something, but you ain't saying. You want someone else to come out and say it. Time to step up and say what you know.
Well, like I said, we got to keep fighting. And then the whole thing is, when we get in, I'm saying when because I'm confident like you, Hook.
Oh, yeah.
We will make sure, like Espo saying, the people that are working those hours get that full-time job. We will fight for that. We will make sure people get what they deserve, not what, we think they deserve.
Right, exactly.
I mean, if you're doing something, you deserve something, we need to make sure you get it. And, that's our job. That's what you will be paying for us for.
Hey, Johnny, I'll have to call you. I got some information on that. I can't put it out, but I'll call you and I'll tell you more about it. It's
I think you should wait until September 21st.
Yeah, that meeting's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Listen,
it's gonna be.
Someone needs to be there and ask a question. Matter of fact, let's get our trustee to ask a question. Hey, listen, can you tell me about the $6 million and the letter that's supposed to go out? Because me as an executive board member, I didn't hear nothing about the letter, but Rob Warby said there was a letter. Right? Billy Maher said there was a letter.
I'm telling you, this is what was told to me. They wanted to put it out there, and Shanahan said no. That's what was told to me. So, like I said, 21st September come. It's gonna be wide open there.
Yeah, why would you upset the membership on election time? Why would you do that? Especially all the people,
because they know people don't vote.
Oh, well, people don't vote, but
I think that's what it is.
I think that the ball, that piece of information is going to be dropped in time, and it's going to be dropped by probably him, and it's going to be pointing at certain people. Deflection at its best.
The only person they need to go point to is the leadership. Not going in and making sure the stewards are keeping track of what's going on and make sure stuff is happening.
You and I know that.
Because I brought this to Shanahan's attention.
I know.
Utility drivers are only supposed to do certain things. If UPS is adding trips because the volume's heavy, they're regular package car drivers and they got to put in the regular contribution.
Right.
Enough of the nonsense.
Yeah.
Enough of the nonsense.
Hold accountability. We got to do it. I mean,
listen, the pension fund puts it in an annual report what the turnover rate is for drivers within UPS. They have their own separate section, and it shows you how many people don't get vested when they start UPS, right? Mm-hmm. They'll show you.
I think you're right there, Reggie. Listen, we have a bunch of people that, support us, and we want to thank every one of you guys and ladies that, for standing up for us when you see something wrong or said about us. I mean, listen, that is love, and we appreciate you guys, because we will do the same for you, no matter what, because it means a lot to us. I mean, from the top down, it means a lot. I mean, because you guys know the truth.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the main thing. You know the truth. You know what's out there.
I can say this much. Out of all the people in 623 Strong, I think Ron Venner has spoken up the most at union meetings. Just put that out there. He's called different meetings, and he has spoken up about different stuff that comes in the feeder department to let the members know, right? Mm-hmm. We have seen that. Does he make every meeting? Probably not, because he's probably busy working feeders, and he's probably working on Saturdays. right? Like a lot of people that work in Mental Health can't make the meeting because it's
Right.
too early in the morning, right?
Right.
We got people, that just can't make that meeting for whatever time it is.
Yeah.
Just like Victor. Victor didn't make that many meetings because he's busy
Works on
working.
Saturday,
Works
right.
on Saturday. Works 11 o'clock.
What do you think about holding 2 meetings? Holding
I
one
don't
for the
think
AM?
you have to. I think if you move it to a Sunday, because nobody, you'll get more people.
You're not going to get any during the football season.
Well, I mean that's
That's the whole thing.
We can't please everybody.
Yeah, you can't.
Listen,
I mean, can you move it later?
You can move it later. Yeah.
That's
Hold
probably
at 10
about it.
o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. You'll see people come and say, we're going to drink and watch football, wings and party.
Right.
They all come on Sunday.
I mean, you got to hold incentives for the
Yeah,
members as well.
you
There's
got to
something for them
try to
come.
make it work for the members.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I
You
would
got
say
you
Saturday,
got to try
Saturday,
and rearrange it.
Saturday
You
afternoon,
want people to
Saturday,
show
Yeah,
up.
however, we could tweak it and
Yeah.
put it out there to the members. Say, hey, listen, we thinking about changing the day for for everybody to come.
But even if we don't do Sunday, we do Saturday at 12.
Right. We
Let
can work it
people
out.
that
We can
work
put
the
it
midnight shift, get some
That's
sleep.
one of the things we could put out there and say, hey, listen, we in office now. We thought about changing the day, or changing the time for the union meeting. What day do you guys think will be able to accommodate the most?
Especially with 7-day work weeks coming.
Yeah,
How are people going to be able
they
to
can't.
do that?
Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, because
No,
January 1, 2020
It's not going to make a difference then.
Right, it won't.
Yeah.
Who's going to bring up flex scheduling that UPS
And
is
that's
announced going
when-
to do it at the union meeting on?
And that's
You're going to need the
21st.
union to back you the most.
And that's when we're going to have to bring the meeting to the members at the gates, in the cafeteria, wherever we need to be. We need to be there.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to have to do.
We could get a mobile union like little car,
parking lot
van,
meetings. You know what I mean?
something that
All
drops
those
down.
Mobile meeting command center.
Yeah, like they got mobile safety cars. We get a mobile
we can-
union meeting car.
If you want
drop
to,
it down, have a
MUC.
TV.
if you want to accommodate your
Mobile
members,
union,
you'll make it
Mobile
happen.
union command.
Yeah, you'll make it happen if you want it. If you want it, you'll make it happen for the people.
Listen, if you want to, you could do anything you want if you put your mind to
Exactly.
it. And that's the thing. They tell you that when you're young, and you could do anything you want. And the thing is, it's about the drive to do it. It's the fight to do it and trying to get through to the members. Sometimes you got to do what you need to do to get through to somebody.
Right.
And even talking to the members that ignore you and give you attitude, you got to break that shell. You got to get through to them. Like I said earlier, when I was talking, the member had a beeline to his car.
Right.
And I said something about the website where, even it has information if you're being harassed. Let me tell you something. This person spun around like the Tasmanian devil and ran right to me. And he took my information I had in my hand so he could check out the information needed. And that's what you need to do. Sometimes you got to strike that nerve with somebody like I did with you earlier, saying that you're part-time,
Double
working
time.
double
Oh,
time,
yeah.
working doubles. See, there's a nerve. There's a passion. Everybody has a passion.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has something that you have to strike with them to make them break down and listen to you. Because, I know when people see us now, oh, I got your paper. And I looked at the one guy. He said, I got your paper. I was like, excuse me. I was like, I don't think you have this one. He looked at me. He's like, I got one. I was like, all right. I was like, I just printed this out, and I'm the only one giving this out.
Right.
I was like, so I know you don't have it. I was like, you dealt with probably somebody else.
Right.
I was like, so it would be kind of informative if you took this. And I explained to him. He was like, wow, that's cool. He's like, thank you for stopping me.
Right.
I appreciate you, because I would have just kept walking.
Right.
And that right there, I could have just said, all right, whatever, you got it.
Right.
But I knew for a fact the person didn't have it.
Right.
And this is just about talking to people like they're human, too. I mean, even just talking. Some people want to be talked to. They don't want to be like, oh, here, hey, yo,
Right.
Oh.
So good people, we're gonna get to wrap it up. So what y'all got for the last?
Oh,
closing word?
Put your soda bottle.
Oh. Listen, don't worry about my soda bottle, right? Let's worry about this. This is a very important thing, right? That's happened to a couple of drivers, right? They have their hand carts. They lock them up with their locks and chains, whatever, their own personal locks. UPS goes in and cuts it off, and the drivers get upset.
Wow.
They get upset because, I got the lock. It's a combo lock. You could call me or had it, whatever. It's an issue that caused one driver to get fired.
Wow.
Right? Because he got upset, right? So I told the one guy, I said, you got to file a grievance, right? You might not even go anywhere, but you got to let them know that that's causing you aggravation in the workplace. When you cut my lock, you didn't notify me, you didn't do something. So they're aware that behavior is unacceptable to you, right? And you're causing a problem in the workplace because you choose not to have enough tools and equipment that you had to go cut my stuff off and go give it to somebody else, right? Pay for the tools, pay for the equipment. No personal vehicle driver should ever be in the street.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right. I
Ever.
agree.
Because if they're going to use personal vehicle drivers, I want to be the guy taking that stuff out at a Morgan Avenue at the end of the day, throw it in my car, and I'll get the driver's rate for the whole day. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
See what
That's
I mean?
crazy.
Hold it. I'll get the $5,000 a day for my phone and the IRS mileage rate for my car.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's like Hook said, it's almost time to wrap up. My final thought would be we have 3 weeks left to nominations.
Yeah.
And with the 3 weeks left, I just want to let everybody know that when we get in, we're going to represent you to the fullest. We just want you guys to vote. You know, October 15th, the ballots will be mailed, tallied November 4th. And if you support us like you have been, you know, emails, texts, you know, Facebook, or social media, all you have to do is put pen to paper. You know, it's going to be a paper ballot. Just want to make sure everybody know that. A paper ballot. It's not going to be digital. You're not going to have a phone call. It's going to be a paper ballot that you're going to get.
Where did you get that from? It was in Oregon.
So,
Someone gave it to me.
yeah, so when you get this ballot, we ask you to vote for Slate. 623 Lives Matter Slate, and it votes for everybody. We only lost by 37 votes, Slate votes, last time. And Hook has said this many times. If everybody would have voted Slate, we would have had 3 people in office instead of 1.
Yeah.
I mean, Jumbo made it in because he had a lot of votes.
Oh, yeah.
Now we want to have a lot of votes as Slate. So once we get that, you know, we get in. You want better, vote better. You will get better, and we guarantee that. Thank you.
Yep. All right, good people. Well, it's about that time. We're going to get out of here. I just want to say, you know, I'm glad that you guys continue to listen to the show and watch it. We appreciate all the comments, all the encouragement. We just need you guys to vote. We need you guys to vote. That's the bottom line. You guys have seen our work. You've seen the vision and the plan that we have already put in place. We just need you guys to give us the opportunity to actually fulfill the vision that we have for this local. This is our 100th anniversary. And I don't want to start the next 100 years the way we are right now.
I want to hit the reset button, honestly.
Yeah, we need a new change. We need a change. And so I believe it's going to happen. I think these guys see it. I think we all see it. But again, in the back of my mind, I tell these guys all the time, man, that 37 votes, man, it keep me up at night. So we need you guys to vote.
Absolutely.
Point blank clear. We love you guys. We love what we do. We love serving the members. It's not about leading. It's about serving. So we thank you guys for this opportunity, and we see you guys next week. Don't forget, go to www.spcr.org. Make a donation to the station so we can keep this, keep putting the word out. We appreciate all the people that's been supporting us. We're gonna get out of here. We love you guys. Don't forget, October 15th, call the hall if they don't have your correct address, 215-289-0580, 215-289-0580. Don't forget, appreciate you guys. We love you. 623 Lives Matter.
Check us out at the gates when you see us. That's all. Have a great night.